and we're all laughing.
Shakuru.
Yeah. But my experience of it, like, so I've had 2 experiences.
Yeah.
Because I'm better than you.
You're
I'm more experienced. Like, fucking dope.
You're the is it alma mater or whatever the fuck they call it?
I'm not sure. No, you're on your own on that one.
Yeah, go on anyway.
That's awkward as fuck now.
Do you know what? I also even know that it's the wrong fucking term.
Yeah. But my experience, so the first time I was in treatment was in 2021. I think I mentioned that already. So my life was really bad.
Was that pre-COVID?
It was actually kind of during. There was fuck all people there, and we had to do a 24-hour isolation in Fellowship House.
That's right.
Before we were brought down to. But so anyway, look, I went in and. Do you know, everything had come to a head. There was overdoses and things like we spoke about in the first episode. So like life was a real fucking mess, like, and I kind of wanted all that to go away, Trevor. But in hindsight, like I wasn't fully committed to change. But I had no idea about. I know what rehab is, but I had no idea about the practicality of it and being able to apply it to my situation. And I had no idea what was needed or expected of me. And apart from the obvious, you know. But so anyway, we went in and my counsellor, and you didn't meet him.
No, I didn't meet
him. Shift changed, kind of the counsellors moving around between Fellowship and Tabor. But he was a fucking brilliant lad. But I remember it was kind of probably the first time I ever told my whole life story to someone that I didn't know. Or, like, you know, friends would know some parts of your story and your childhood and stuff, you know, just naturally from being your friend, like. But anyway, so this was the first time I gave someone the whole thing. And it was all normal enough to me because it was my life, you know, it's what you were saying about. But your man was nearly in tears, like.
Yeah.
And he was like, what? He was like, geez, you've had some life.
Yeah.
And it's not comparable to anyone else's life nor anything.
He's like, Jesus Christ, you need some cocaine.
Yeah. Here, bud. Wouldn't you be like... but
you need to pick me up.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah, and we need you here longer. But so you know, I spoke to him and we did it. There was actually more one-on-ones that time, and it's only in retrospect I think it was because COVID and there was less people. There was less of us there. There was only 7 or 8, like, so there was more counsellor to clients kind of ratio. So we got more time with them.
We had 14, did we?
Yeah, there was more. But do you know what? So I only lasted about 3 or 4 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that before I relapsed.
You didn't do... after
I came out. But I got so wrapped up in, I started solving to do with childhood trauma, things that went on. We'll get into all that in due course. But I started dealing with that and I completely forgot about the fact that I was an addict. And I got so excited about dealing with my problems. But then my addiction was like, this is fucking brilliant. He's so distracted now, like, I want to get him, like, you know what I mean? And honestly, that's the way it was. Yeah. And I thought, honest to God, I thought I was doing great, like, and I was for the part stuff that I was dealing with. But the addiction part, even though I was in an addiction centre, I was doing all the paperwork and everything and the assignments and all that, and I was doing it, but not to the extent I should have been, because in my head I was like, this is great, like, you know, and I was actually fucking chirpy going around the place. Now that's okay too sometimes, but needless to say, I only lasted a couple of weeks. So, but I got a lot out in that treatment with childhood trauma issues and things. I dealt with an awful lot, and that was really liberating. But then, so obviously when I met you last year when we went in, it was different, like, it was very different. I got an awful lot more honest with myself, lad. And like, so the assignments for anyone who's been to treatment understand you do the step work, step 1, and like
just homework really.
Yeah, homework.
But it's like when you're not with the counsellors and they've fucked off after the fucking shift.
And you're doing stuff and you're searching in yourself for this stuff.
Because this doesn't clock out. Like,
no, it doesn't.
You know, you start something that day and, well, it's your life.
Yeah.
You gotta start, you know, putting in the work, and
really gotta put in the work. So I
give
did
you
that,
assignments and stuff. And,
so with the assignments, so I did that and I did it to the best of my ability, lad. Yeah. And I rewrote stuff and I
remember.
I really put a lot into it, like,
I remember you in the kitchen at that table, fucking
for hours.
Like.
No, you were yourself, like, but
I was just drawing dicks.
Yeah, massive ones, little ones. You know what I mean? But but I partook in it, like, and I kind of. But then, you know, there's other things I was getting hung up on and acting like a child in there. There was a couple of clashes with people in there, and there was a couple
we had one clash, I remember, but it was.
Oh, me and you.
Yeah. But it wasn't even a clash.
No,
It was.
I actually snapped at you over something really stupid.
No,
was that not it?
The thing I'm thinking of wasn't a really stupid thing.
What?
There was something traumatic happened in the kitchen with fucking one of the other people while you were cleaning up. Do you remember that?
When Yeah. Do you know she passed away? Like?
Yeah, man.
Very, very sad.
I know, yeah.
But why did I? But why did he? No.
Sorry.
I just realised he's laughing. Sorry about him.
This is fucking straight away, just going like that.
Oh, do you know what? I turned on the one behind us. That
you got one in the back.
Ah, that is fucking pathetic. We need a ring light for next week. Is that okay?
Try that one as well. Look at the fucking glisten on my face.
Yeah, we'll just leave it off, will we?
Yeah, do. Leave that one off. Leave the back one on, even though it's
pathetic.
Yeah.
It'll get brighter as it gets darker.
Sorry, right.
Yeah. So
okay.
What happened?
I broke my heart laughing there because fucking awkward things like funerals and shit.
Of course.
I know. Fucking just to get that across.
Yeah, he's not
was in fucking treatment with us, but she had a seizure in
the kitchen. Yeah.
Oh,
and I was there.
Yeah. And you got a fucking, obviously, a massive shock.
I genuinely, in the moment, Trevor, I thought the poor woman had passed away in front of my eyes. Like, and it was scary.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing someone like who was working there, can't remember her name, but lovely girl. She just fucking darting down the hall. I was in the common room and I was like, oh Jesus, fucking someone's moving, just making light of it. Had no idea what was after going on in the fucking kitchen. But I remember very highly emotional time because she was brought away in an ambulance and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty severe, like.
And we were just kind of left
with it.
Just fucking addicts, fresh fucking in and just like
Already
dealing with our own fucking shit. And now this fucking massive thing. And I remember someone else in our group was after getting on your tits.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I know I was there going, oh, will you shut the fuck up? Will you, like, can you not see the guy has just fucking been through?
I was really shook. I was really shook, like.
It would fucking traumatize anyone. But I remember I was saying that I'd seen something like that before.
Yes.
And that I thought someone else had overreacted. And
I just wasn't
but you were like, fucking no, they did exactly the fucking like
I just bit your head off a bit, like.
But no, the thing is, man, none of us were right, none of us were wrong. We had like our own opinions on something. Yeah. But it was such a that was the only time that we ever had like a fucking you know, and
it actually ate me for days. Like, do you remember a few days later I said it to you in the morning, we were in the sitting room.
I didn't think it was that long. I thought you came back to me.
A couple of days is probably exaggerated. A couple of days.
Because I remember, like, and when you did, I was like, I'll be honest, I was a bit oblivious. I was like,
you're dumbfounded by it.
Oh, dude, are you joking? Fucking, man, we're all fucking wound up to the nines in here. We had a good hug and fucking, it was like, fucking,
yeah, that's a bit better. It was just getting a bit dark. Maybe
we're gonna have to sort this out now that we're coming into winter, boy.
Yeah, we're gonna need lighting, ring light.
Yeah,
I'll I'll light your ring on fire.
Really?
Well, anyway, pause.
But yeah, so that was the only time that we had a bit of a fucking thing, but it wasn't even an argument or anything. I think. Yeah,
no, it wasn't. It was just a highly strung situation.
With an intense situation. And it was an intense situation.
But just back to the question of how the experience of treatment, I suppose. It was really, really good, lad. I got really honest with myself. I got really honest with the people around me. And I really wanted it, like, you know. And I got it. Like, Jesus. And I did. I got it for a while. Brother. I'm here, absolutely. Like, regardless of relapse or not. Like, sobriety is never wasted if it happened. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, people can say that sometimes, like, you know. And I get, like, you know, if people relapse, they're like, oh, fuck's sake, I just wasted 6 months or a year. But like, it's not, because it still happened. Like, you still learned and brought it with you.
That doesn't go away,
it doesn't wipe it away. It doesn't take away the accountability of a relapse or the owning it. But it's just, you didn't waste it. Like,
no. But, it's every day that we've been sober stays with us. We've done that. We've achieved that.
It did happen, like,
And
every day since sobriety is a miracle, like.
And look, we're killing it, man. You know.
But here, do you remember when? Do you remember the day I nearly bit his face off?
Oh yeah.
What did he say to me?
Yeah.
But but I really reacted because something he said, but it just brought me back to something in primary school when this teacher was being a prick and shame me in front of the whole class.
I remember you saying that.
But like, it was only afterwards I was like, holy fuck. But within a flash of a second, he was sitting right next to me, remember? And a few of you said my whole face just changed.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to attack him, like, physically or anything.
Honest to God,
I was like, what the
I
fuck
wouldn't
do
have been
you mean by that?
surprised if you fucking
I was
did.
like... And then afterwards, I was just like, holy fuck, like. But there was learning in that then.
But I remember even thinking, dude, give him space.
Yeah,
what are you doing sitting down?
Do you remember
next to
with
him?
another one when we were doing our 4 reasons and the older fella, counsellor, I don't want to be naming names really.
Yeah. But I know.
And he was like, this isn't one of my reasons was like chronic self-esteem and low self-worth, like, do you know, what are 4 reasons I want in treatment? And he was like, this is not a treatment centre for self-esteem or something like, and another but he did the same with my 3 other reasons as well. And I was just looking at him like, you absolute cunt. Like, you know what I mean?
There was that.
He obviously didn't mean it like
no,
that.
But the thing is, there was one part in treatment where they're clearly supposed to be bad cop.
Yeah,
and
they're supposed to play some games with you, like,
which I think is bollocks. There are a couple of things that I actually genuinely disagree with from treatment that I think are archaic and I'm a bit pissed off about.
Okay,
still.
go on.
One of those things is that, because like I saw other people who were in weeks like more developed than myself, fucking 2 and 3 weeks down the line. So everyone had to do this before me, where they'd do this certain thing of like, when they were reading out the fucking questionnaires from family and friends.
So for people who aren't familiar, when you're in treatment centre, you get these questionnaires. They're blank. There's questions on them about how our addiction has, you send these questionnaires to close family members or friends or people affected or partners or kids or whichever the case is, and they give an honest account of how our addiction has affected them. So just as
it's a tough read, but it's supposed to be, and I don't have a quarrel with that. I think it's very important to hear that side and to see how like my addiction affected.
Of course,
my family
we need to know, like, because
and I remember saying it to my pals who were getting it, especially. I was like, lads, don't hold back.
Yeah, let me have it. Like, both barrels.
I'm in this now, so just fucking let's tear off the fucking plaster here and do it right. Like,
sorry, just to further to explain, when those questionnaires come back, you either email or post them out, and when they come back, you then read them out in group therapy in a group setting in front of your peers.
So there's 14 of us, so 13 other fucking peers and either 1 or 2 facilitators or counselors. So it's a fucking,
it's hard.
What's the word? When you're feeling fucking kind of naked, exposing sort
excited.
Vulnerable. That's the one.
Vulnerable.
It's
of course it is. Yeah.
Like the most. I'll never forget some people reading out there as it was tortures, like tears just hearing from their children, and very tough thing to do. But what I disagree with is not that. I think that's very helpful.
Yeah.
But in every single one of them,
clearly
the facilitators are told, don't give them an inch. Don't let them go into any sort of retreat into a comfortable place. Make sure they know that they should feel shame, that they should feel bad.
Yeah.
I saw it with every single person. And I saw it because even nice counsellors who were lovely throughout every other experience,
because
they were
some
there,
of them just have a different way of doing things, as in individually. But
but in the questionnaires, they would come back, all came back with, this isn't a pity party.
Yeah.
And I thought it was disgusting, I'll be honest.
Really?
I thought it was an ugly thing. Because I remember I didn't take it very personally. Because of who it was that was doing it to me, the older gentleman. Who I thought was amazing, and because
in some ways I agree.
But he was lovely to me, and always, right? up until then,
Yeah.
right? And then I just didn't believe a fucking word.
Yeah,
I was like, brother.
Oh, Captain Fake Hole.
Yeah,
like,
I was
like,
like, you're not selling this. Like, okay, tell me I'm a cunt.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm there reading out that my dad says, what do you think of your son when he was in active alcoholism? He wasn't my son. That's a fucking tough thing to read out.
And fucking stings, and it wasn't even
Captain
mine.
Joy over there going, he's right, you know.
Like,
Yeah, I look up from the page, he's like, I didn't believe a fucking word of it.
Wait a minute, like, what the fuck did you just say to me? Yeah.
Like, the thing is, it's tough enough reading those.
Yeah.
That in itself is enough.
Yeah.
That and if it's not enough, then it's not enough for that person.
Yeah.
You know, they need something else, right? But that'll fucking affect you. Like,
Yeah, they can have a really lasting negative effect. Like,
it can,
especially like
it needs to be dealt with properly. Like, it's good to hear these things, but then you also need to understand that you did take part in that. You burnt bridges. That's not a fucking good version of you, but you don't have to be that version.
Yeah.
Those people wrote on that page because they're still there and they still love you.
Yeah.
And they still care and they want the you that they are in love with to come back. That is a beautiful fucking sentiment that should ring true for everyone who had to do the fucking...
Sorry folks, one more.
There we go. For everyone who had to read out those tough questionnaires, that's what they should take from it. Is that, you know, those people who wrote on those things
they did
took
it
the
because
time
they
to
want
do
you,
it
like,
because they
want you back.
love
Like,
you.
Mine weren't too bad, you know, but like,
Who's great crack?
Yeah. He's an addict. Question mark. No, do you know what? I did such a good job of hiding it from like my dad. I live with my father for context.
Yeah.
And my sister. I live with my father. I have one sister, and my mother lives in Middleton. But like, I did a great job. My sister lives far away, so she lives in Waterford or somewhere. So like, she wouldn't have seen it. And like my dad wouldn't have seen it, but like we hide it. Like, do you know what I mean? We become a master of disguise. But and I don't have a wife that I was living with, or like, do you know.
You could sneak around.
I could sneak around and hide the extent of it from people that I didn't want to know about it. And anyone that knew the extent of it was also in it with me.
Yeah.
Or like, do you know. So my.
Or you were their favourite customer.
Yeah. Or else they were my favourite customer. Or like, you know, but so it was that kind of a scenario. So my questionnaires weren't too bad, like, but
yeah, your drug dealer going, when's he coming out?
Yeah. This is my new number, like, you know what I mean? Snapchat link, like. But so my
pass this around to anyone else.
Yeah. Anyone else in the room need this?
Fuck's
2
sake.
for 1. Fuck. But so my questionnaires weren't so bad.
Yeah.
But some of them, like, it's frightening the damage it can do. Addiction, it will not only kill and hurt the addict, like, it's the extent it hurts the family and friends. No, I'm not saying I didn't hurt people or anything. I did, of course. There was one of my friends was like, one of my really good friends, he's fucking really close to my heart, like, but he just wrote, like, he would be there for me no matter what, like, and if I just tell him what's going on, like, but at that stage, he knew everything, but he didn't know how bad it was before I went back to treatment this time. He knew but like, in his thing, it was just like, he was pissed off, like, that I'd been lying to him.
Right.
And it was like, it was a kind of, if he doesn't stop lying, we're not here anymore, like. And that stung, and I even feel a bit emotional talking about it, because like, that's real, like, that's real lasting damage that can do to your life, like, do you know. And I'm just glad that didn't happen, like, do you know. I was able to, I had the capacity to be honest with myself, but lad, I didn't. But like, the treatment centre and the counselling and my peers and everybody else did that for me, like, you know? They supplied me with the tools and the environment to be able to do that for myself, like. But as a whole, treatment changed my life as well, Trevor, clearly, because we're both still above ground when, before, take treatment out as an option out of the picture, and we would both be in a graveyard somewhere, like.
I genuinely, at the point where I was, 6 months would have been generous. Like,
I was the same. The the first time I went to treatment, I told you this, the doctor made the call and exposed me and my father.
Yeah. And was like,
and he
you
said,
cop the fuck on.
Yeah, well, he was like, you leave here now and you'll be dead.
Yeah.
So I'm making the call. So, and then we went to treatment. But this time, when I met you, I rang because, oh man, I had just been awake for like 2 weeks straight. I was in complete psychosis. I was in my mother's garage with a rope, like, and I was literally, I wasn't in this reality, like, not to mind, in sound mind. And I was about to, like, and then I snapped out of it, and I was like, I don't want this at all.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? I was, you know, like, bring me back. I snapped back into it, and I was like, fuck no.
You could have just on autopilot fucking done it.
Yeah, I was like, I wasn't in control, like. And then I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day, and I rang treatment, and then I went to my mother. I couldn't face telling my dad because I just felt like such a letdown all my life, lad. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I just have a different kind of a different relationship dynamic with my mother. Yeah. But I remember the crippling fear of just letting him down and being a letdown again in my mind, and being a failure. But anyway, so I just I don't know how we got onto this, but I just made the call and went to treatment. But in treatment, yeah, it did. It's just fucking completely transformed my life, lad. What it did, Trevor, was allow me the time to sober up, like, physically sober up, like, do you know.
How were you sober before or was it just the day? But okay,
like a week or something.
A fucking week, man.
Like, not to dog the process, right? But so when the initial assessment that I went for in fellowship, before a pre-assessment that you go into before you get given a slot or whatever, you know. She was like, and you need to, she had given me a date like 4 weeks away from that day. And she was like, but you need to stay sober now till then. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, no problem. And in my head, I'm like, are you fucking stupid or what?
If I could do
I wouldn't need to be here. Like, I'll just stay. But listen.
No, in fairness. And
I didn't. Like,
I managed to stay sober it took 9 weeks from that assessment to get into Tabor. But we know people who were on the fucking piss the day before.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. And then literally drinking on the way down, like, yeah.
And the thing is, the reason why they obviously say, you know, don't do that. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah, is because this whole idea of fucking staying sober for a month before going in. What are you fucking mad? Yeah. I'm an alcoholic.
That's a lot to ask, like. Yeah. No, the date would be. It's not always a month. Yeah. It would be different every time someone's there, because depending on availability.
But that's a lot. Like a fucking few days is a long time.
24 hours was Jesus not possible. Christ, that's what I need rehab. Okay, but stay sober for a while. Oh, okay.
Oh, so do the thing that I'm coming. Yeah. But like, oh fuck, where was I going with it?
So you were asking how
sorry. They obviously recommended, because I know one person that we were in with who went on the fucking tear the night before he went in. Yeah. And then the poor fucker had an entire week wasted because he was going through withdrawal.
Like, and then I'm sure the rest of his experience was wasted in some regard, in some way or another. Because you're still shook, yeah. No, listen, like, I was only a week sober, if that, I think, before I went in.
It's a lot, man. It's a fucking lot.
It was a lot. But yeah, my experience with treatment as a whole was positive. Although there was some crazy shit happened, that God rest her, that seizure, and that kind of fucked me for a couple of days. It's like a little touch of PTSD about it. I kept fucking replaying it over in my head, lad. I got real fright, like. But
that was literal trauma, Shayne. Yeah. Like, what you experienced was something fucking terrifying and shocking.
What that poor woman experienced herself.
I know.
But then there was clashes with other colleagues. Look, that's going to happen when you put 14 lunatics in the same spot, like.
Because we're
anyway.
nearly wrapping up to an hour, so I won't get into it now. But yeah,
we could always split this in half.
I was thinking the same thing.
We give another little while and we get 2 episodes out of it while we are. So this is going to be part 1 and part 2 anyway.
There you go, but yeah, I was going to say that, like, won't name names, but after I got in there and you know, I'd already been sober for 9 weeks before I went in. So like, you know, I didn't have withdrawal or anything. But I was still very, very new to all these new emotions, right? And there was no there was no chance of me running to any substance and getting a drink if things started getting. I had to feel everything.
Yeah.
That was fucking scary. One thing that came out was anger.
Yeah.
And you would have noticed that Trev got a bit angry every now and again.
Oh yeah. But there was a person there and
who was wildly inappropriate.
Yeah.
And he was saying things about the ladies and
stuff. Yeah, it was just someone who wasn't sure how to operate socially or how to socialize. It was just a weird situation.
He was in the wrong place.
I do agree.
Like,
I agree.
Substances were part of his issue,
he needed something,
but he needed a fucking psychopath.
Definitely. He didn't.
Because he
But anyway, Trevor was ready to rip his head off. But the room was
I'm such a nice, lovely guy. I really am.
Until.
But this was not like. It was unacceptable because I remember
there was women being made feel uncomfortable.
They were saying they were scared because they couldn't lock their fucking doors at night. That was too much. I was like, no.
Yeah.
Something
has to. Yeah.
And we had like one of our we have a peer meeting in the evening where there's no counsellor or anything. They just let us fucking bare knuckle box and fucking, just
like Rock'em Sock'em robots.
Leave the nutters together now that they've fucking unboxed all this emotional shit. But I remember having words with him in that group, and
I do too. But do you know what? There was the way he was talking about stuff. He was just on a different wavelength, lad. But there was just talk about like raves and like, I can't wait to get out here to go to a rave.
Oh, that's right, Jay. He was going to a sober rave a month after he got out of there,
and it just in.
That pissed me off, to be honest.
Yeah, I know, but I was just going to say because that's disrespectful. Or it can be. I took it as disrespectful, but like. I'm sure you did as well.
I did.
But like, there was a culmination of things with that particular person.
It
nearly ended in fucking blows.
Oh,
so he left shortly after. He signed himself out, didn't he?
I thought he got the boot.
I think it was going that way anyway. They probably said, "Do you want to go yourself?"
It wasn't the next day. I think it was the day after he was gone.
Yeah.
And I thought I was getting the boot because in our group, because the thing is. I started having words and started getting heated up, and I started just telling him what it was, and I was like, you can't be fucking talking to women like that. And I remember he gave me the smirk.
He was smiling at you. He was antagonising you. Yeah.
And when I saw the
thought
smirk,
you were going to go across the room, lad. Honestly, yeah.
I don't know. Did you run up and stop me, or fucking someone else fucking grabbed me?
I'm
anyway,
not sure. I was ready to roundhouse him, so you didn't have to. Genuinely, obviously, that's an insane thought. Like, but it was an insane moment. Like,
the whole thing was.
But so there was ups and downs, wasn't there? Like, and I had a couple of moments to. Oh God, we better bleep that out.
We'll bleep out that one.
Yeah, sorry. So a peer, a friend of ours called Tom.
Tom.
He'll be watching this now and he'll get a laugh off that. But I will bleep out his name because anonymity is the foundation of all of that.
My name's not even Trev.
No, I'm actually not even here.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, this is Inception, Trev. There's nobody here, man. You're at home.
Yeah, officer, he's out there again. This is the third week in a row.
And he's in someone's car.
For some reason, he sits in the passenger seat.
But Tom had to talk me down one day. I was leaving, I'm gone.
Oh, yeah.
All over, I don't know what, but I was packing my clothes and all. I was like,
were you?
Yeah, I was like a toddler, lad. I'm leaving. Do you know what I mean? You can't stop me. Like,
I didn't realise you were fucking on your way.
Oh, yeah, but it was literally... I was talked down. This all happened in probably 20 minutes. Like,
yeah.
I'm packing my bag and I'm leaving. You know what I mean?
You'll miss me when I'm gone.
Yeah. You know, like the handkerchief on the stick, like, you know.
Yeah. The fucking
home. Like, you know, like a picnic blanket.
Ah, shit, what's it called? Fucking
a stick, Trevor.
Nah, there's a fucking name for that thing. That's gonna annoy me now. Like, it's got a funny name, like a Himbalin bit or something. I don't know.
Alright, anyway. But anyway, so it did have its ups and downs. So you're not the only one who fucking lost control. Like time, I nearly that time with your man that we were on about, that I nearly bit the face of him. Saying that because he was so close to me, I was going to bite him. Like, you know what I mean? In pure temper, and he was right next to me. And I was looking at him, his face was so close to mine, I wanted to fucking Hannibal Lecter him. Like,
you know what? Treatment's a fascinating place. If you're fucking, like, if you're clear in the head and, like, you were just someone watching, you know,
fly on the wall, like,
it would be fascinating.
Watching the CCTV
we're fucking, like, it's
an
like
experiment.
it's like a Big Brother house.
Yeah.
But we're all fucking way more mad than those
guys
like.
on telly, yeah.
Fucking...
But at the same time, it had all its ups and downs. But like, I'd be fucking forever grateful to the work they do. Like my counsellor,
I needed that place, boy.
It was my counsellor. That's okay to. No,
oh yeah, dear.
But he was a fucking, in my opinion, like everyone sees them in a different light, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're all different. But I thought he was a fucking wizard, like.
Yeah.
I used to, excuse me, I just dribbled. I used to fanboy.
Very attractive.
It was, wasn't it? Like I went in inner stroke.
I think he's a cunt.
You do, don't you?
Yeah.
But I used to be fanboying on him nearly when he was working group, I forget that I'm supposed to be participating, and I end up spectating. Because
like the thing is, I do get it. Like I think he's a cunt for my own personal reasons, but I do get it. And I can see where the attraction is.
I used to. Do you know what? I used to end up like admiring the methods of counselling and the tools they use.
It's fascinating.
It is fascinating. I used to find it very interesting, but then I'd forget that like. You're also meant to participate in this.
Yeah.
We'll come back.
But like I started studying psychology after I got out, and fucking, I gave up on it about I don't know 6 weeks.
I had all sorts of plans. I was going to be a psychiatrist and all right. I fixed the world.
Like the thing is, I will get back into it because I am fascinated.
But it's interesting just to learn about.
Like, psychology is just. I loved learning about psychology as well because it started revealing things of me, like my own shit.
Gives you awareness around yourself.
Like I'm still fucking nuts, and there's going to be a lot of that for a while,
for a long time.
Yeah,
but you probably will always be nuts, Trevor.
Do you know what? I'm fucking glad of it because
it's your age, like
it was a genuine concern of mine about getting sober was that I was going to lose my personality. That like the real me only came out when I was drunk.
Yes.
You're
gonna lose your spice, like.
If anything, fucking sobriety's just enhanced the cunt, you know.
It allows you to channel it, I suppose, in a more creative and productive way, I suppose. Well, you were always creative, but I'm speaking for myself, I suppose. It's allowing me to do something like this.
Man, you've been working like a dog on this.
Trying anyway, but do you know why, Trevor? Because fucking change. On the topic of today's reading, like change, I have to. Change is a developing process, like it never stops, like, do you know, it's growth, like it never stops. But I have to, because if I stop, like, and I'm going to continue on this point now, because if I stop, I'll just start slipping backwards, like. And I'm not running from it, I'm not running away from everything. I'm important. really busy at the moment, right? Really busy, you know, I'm not going to start listing things out now, but I've got a lot of stuff going on. What?
Good. I don't want to listen.
I don't want to hear it.
But in fairness,
busy,
you're always doing something.
But
Shayne.
The difference is, right, I'm busy because I want to be, not because I'm running from something. I'm not running from my head, like.
That's
listen,
really good.
I have several moments every day where I'm fucking insane. Like, I'm not perfect. This is a work in progress. Nobody among us is perfect adherence to the principles, like, as the reading says. But, I just have to keep moving forward, lad. Otherwise, it becomes stagnant, and that for me, with the way my mind was fucking riddled in ADHD as well, I have to just keep moving forward. But I'm not afraid to sit down for an hour and relax either, like, and I do that. But it's the difference of the busy mind in addiction and in sobriety and real recovery is like, I'm not running away from myself, like, so I can. Yeah, it's just a different kind of busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really fucking healthy, man.
Yeah, it is kind of
well
healthy.
Done.
Yeah, thanks very much, lad. Sound. Should we wrap it up? I think we've
reckon
talked
so.
for long enough. So, where does that leave us? Is there anything to talk about?
I think
any way to wrap it up. Listen, this is at the time of this recording, we're about to publish.
That's right. Yeah, sure. We haven't posted anything.
We haven't actually posted anything.
This fucker has been working like a dog because I've been crying about this tube in my penis all week, and
but that's okay. We're a team.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No,
but in fairness, no credit where it's due.
Thank you.
So Shayne, by the time you've seen this is going to be episode 3.
And 4, I think.
Oh yeah, at this stage, and 4. So today, or like when you see the first episode, this is the day that we've kind of got everything together. All the sites are up, And so these will be posted on
Yeah.
YouTube and
all our links will be there.
Yeah.
We'll be on all the major streaming platforms, all the social media. You'll see us. You'll find us.
And yeah, so look,
and if
episode
there's-
3 and 4 of the Dry Ride.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we've got more to come by.
Absolutely.
I'm
there's
loving
plenty more to
these.
come.
Like,
And I suppose if anyone wants to engage with us, any questions, comments, like, share, post, subscribe, do all that good love stuff. And that's it for now, lads. Thanks very much, and keep
Take care.
coming back. Bye bye
luck.
now.